Hey, welcome back to Scape 3D. We're going to be doing a speed paint on our hellscape mountains today. I do have my neighbor mowing, so great timing on that. So we're going to be base coating these things in hot pink and then zenithal spraying these with a chartreuse green, because these two colors are what hell is painted in. And I have a whole backdrop set up with these two colors, and I can't wait to show it to you. So we're gonna head outside and let's get started. All right. Seriously, somebody asked me about my Troglodyte bridge and how I painted it. So we're gonna actually use that technique on these. I'm pretty sure pink and chartreuse are the colors in hell, but we'll do something a little more Dante's Infernal, a little more low octane imagination, a little less leaving Las Vegas. Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be base coating these things in a brown primer, red oxide primer. Automotive, you'll usually find it next to the flat gray. And then we will be zenithaling over the top of that. I picked a little bit of a different color than what I used on the Troglodyte bridge, only because I used a Krylon, which ended up being kind of a water resist. And if you do that, it's no big deal, like it'll be fine. I just want to try it without that. So I'm going with a Rust-Oleum camo instead of a Krylon camo. Zenithal on top of these. Okay, and then after we've zenithal these, it's just one brown-black wash. Okay, brown-black paint and some gel medium mixed in to give it a little bit of body along with the water, and then that's it. And then we're going straight to scene. Okay, so I'll set these up outside while I spray these. Whenever you wear your protection. Gas mask it up. Probably a good idea to have something for your eyes. I'm too far gone for that shit to matter. So, do what you got to do. All right, we'll see you out there. All right, welcome back. Our zenithal primer is now dry. What I have here is essentially a burnt umber. So like 1/4 burnt umber, 1/4 gel medium, half water. You're also going to want like a bucket of cleaning water, 2 brushes. I'm just going with a turbocharged house brush here. And then I got this other burnout brush. I don't know what kind it is, but yeah, it's seen better days. And then what we're going to do is wash this down. When you do your wash, you don't really want to feel like you have control. You want to feel like this paint has a story to tell, a predestiny, okay, that existed before you coming in contact with it. and just let it do what it's going to do. You're basically just there to move the brush around and let the paint do what it's going to do. When you're done washing this thing, you should feel like, oh, I think that's a little too dark, okay? Because as that wash dries, it's going to shrink and suck into the crevices. That's what you want. If it's totally like just covered in burnt umber, that's too much. At the same time, if it looks good, that's probably too little, because that paint is going to dry and suck in, and it's not going to be enough contrast on that wash. So you basically kind of want to feel like you wrecked your piece when you're done painting it, but not totally, okay? That's about all the advice I have for you. Don't use any artificial heating or air movement when the wash is drying. If you want to have a fan set up to create sort of a general room air circulation, that's fine, but we don't want air right on it, because that's going to create uneven drying. It's just going to wreck the whole thing. Okay, it just doesn't work. Anyways, so I'll put the camera back on and we will finish up this wash. All right. It'll probably be drying overnight, so we'll do our big staging tomorrow. All right, welcome back to Gamescape 3D. It's about 24 hours since we painted these things. If you remember, when we got done painting these things, they were very yellow, very brown. Now they've dried. That paint has gone into the crevices, little pot marks, and I'm pretty happy with them. A lot more variations of red on them than there was yesterday. So we'll go ahead and proceed with our hellscape setup here, and that's about it. The only other thing I'll add is first thing in the morning, I did sort of take them apart and wipe down the underside so that the paint didn't glue the parts together. Hopefully you decide to leave those loose so you can use the tops as secondary mountains for smaller scenes. Other than that, really the key on these washes is using quality gel medium. If you're like me, you're probably using gutter art paint on this stuff, so it's really important to have good gel medium to sort of add some body to that. Otherwise you're just wetting down cheap paint and it kind of just slides off. Anyways, I hope you found the video useful, and I hope you enjoy the setup.